We're all here together in person in Hastings this week.
Arseholes are weird, aren't they?
Sitting between them. I'd like to do this one more time.
The Scutters. Woo! Sunglasses.
Well, I suppose most of them sound like turtles. You ever hear them?
Right? Have you got a f***ing problem?
Disgusting!
The hole is bogging.
Just sat on it.
Like they're in a microwave. What's a porn star goat sound like?
2 inches from being a woman, everyone. 2 inches from being a woman.
Turn that fucking thing around! Fuck's sake. Oh Jesus, he's falling around the gap.
Do you think I come up the line in a bubble?
I know where I'm putting Debbie's sauce.
Hang on, can I submit my confession?
Hello and welcome back to Meeting Middle podcast, where British and Irish banter collide, bringing you chaotic laughs, bizarre confessions, and a whole lot of questionable life advice. Yes, that's right, you're with me, Rachel, your Belfast girl, and I have with me my 3 lovely hosts. First up, it's Jake from Nottingham, who's such a stickler for time. He sets his reminders to remind his reminders to be on time.
Yes, he does.
Next up, we have James from Dublin, who loves himself so much, he high-fives himself in the mirror and says, "Lucky you."
Every day.
Last but not least, we have Danny from Hastings. So fabulously gay, even his toaster pops out with a little jazz hands flourish. And yes, I'm sure you've gathered, we're all here together in person in Hastings this week, visiting Danny.
Yes, for James's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. He's going to milk it now.
That just reminded me as well, we didn't even cut the cake. They all
I
got me a
know.
cake and it's still in the fridge. I don't think
Well, that's all right, because it means I've just got a whole cake to myself.
I'll
Basically.
have to see if I can get through the airport with it first.
Oh,
Well, you got to have a slice before you go. Fancy a slice?
cheeky.
It was a great weekend though.
Wow,
Yeah, it's been a busy one, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sweating.
it's so hot here.
I'm probably going to sweat through these trousers.
It's because it's been like the hottest day of the year, and I think it's
Hmm.
sticking. It's just staying.
See, you should have worn shorts for the recording.
Jake keeps farting as well.
Jake's got his pasty legs out.
I have.
Oh.
Got to get a bit of a tan.
I told him to wear his big boy pants and he refused.
No,
There's no chance he was bringing trousers this week. It was all shorts. The whole suitcase is just shorts.
shorts. I should be a postman, really.
Okay,
I was going to say, we don't even need like studio lights because the light that I'm getting off these legs.
glowing.
See, it's just all natural, all natural. March to October, shorts weather.
Let's leave it there then.
Yeah.
So do you remember we were talking about the fardel on one of the episodes recently?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've had a few people that have wrote in about it.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some feedback. So like a few jokes and that. So guys will never get to experience the pure ecstasy of farting from 2 holes simultaneous. How do you say that word? Simultaneously.
We all said that simultaneously.
And that's why we're superior.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because you can blow a fart from your minge.
Well, no.
Up and down, apparently.
Yeah, you can 2 holes.
Up and down.
right. Get yourself on Britain's Got Talent, man.
There's
Just Rachel with her legs up.
and the stirrups.
Giving Sticky Vicky a run for her money.
Oh, jeez. And there's one more. Nothing like ripping a hardcore fart and having it slide up the front, gently clapping your pussy lips, giving you a little applause. Well done.
I've just got imagery in my head now.
So there you have it.
Oh, thank you
Some
for those.
feedback for that.
Oh.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
Well, let's get on with this
Yes.
fucking episode.
Okay, this week on Have You Heard? Have you heard? I don't know why.
Picked up a Hastonian accent.
I have. It's been a few days.
Ducky, eh?
Yeah, I'm picking up a southern accent.
What's going on with the hand, by the way?
Whoa.
I don't know.
So, Mariah.
Hey, let me get the key.
Felicia.
I haven't got that long, Jake.
So on Have You Heard this week, I've got the story about travelling with your favourite companion.
Oh.
Like pets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So there's this story, and it's quite a sad story to come out of. So Charlie Hamilton, a 25-year-old ex-RAF airman, he had a pet ferret,
Mm-hmm.
and he's had a year from hell. He lost his mum. He's lost his adoptive mum, and his best friend as well, all within a month.
Didn't lose the ferret, did he?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's the last thing he needs.
I know, bloody hell.
And obviously, like, it just really struggled and everything like that. So he bought a camper van and he adopted a rescue ferret named Bandit and decided to travel 11 countries in 8 months.
That's amazing.
That is cool.
Yeah, so I thought we'd have like a little nice one, like just to. It's like I had a sad story, but he went travelling. So together they hit the road and drove through snow, hiked Hadrian's Wall, camped under the stars, and somehow raised over £3,000 for charity in the process.
That's
Amazing.
incredible.
Amazing.
We basically did the same thing. We did a road trip across America and brought our pet sloth.
The stickler for time and all.
But what, like, an amazing way just to, like, clear your head mentally, and especially with it being, like, still being Mental Health Month.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really, like, feel-good thing.
Yeah, and just like say, and it's like there's all pictures, and we'll show some.
But have any of you ever been around a ferret?
No.
Or ever had a ferret?
No.
Yeah, I've been around.
They stink.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Like a
He's a
fart or
ferret
what?
then.
No, I mean, just like there's just a smell that emanates from them, and it's like a ferrety smell.
I think the closest I've come to a ferret is the ones that the fake ones that are attached to the ball you see when you go to Spain and all that roll around.
Oh, they're rolling.
Yeah, they roll around on the ball.
The kids' toys and like.
That's the closest I came to.
But they are so playful and
Yeah.
sweet. Like you kind of get over the smell, but I don't know if I could do it, especially in like a camper van.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's going to smell like mine in James's bedroom this weekend.
Yeah, I've been up there and I've smelled it. Disgusting!
The hole is bogging.
Yeah, so that's quite a nice little story. He just took his initiative, took his pet ferret on the road with him. Would you do that? Would you go on the road with you?
Absolutely.
Not with a ferret, but I would love to do something like that. I
Yeah.
just think like mentally, just not worrying about work,
Yeah.
getting out in the sun, getting out on the road, all to your own time.
Yeah.
And
Clear
raising
your
money
head.
for charity.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he inadvertently raised the money as well, so that's quite a nice little twist on it.
Nice.
could do like vlogging and stuff as well.
Yeah, I can picture you in an RV doing Mexico with Taco and Bell sitting on the pump on it with sombreros on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Or
god.
bandanas.
Yeah.
Bambaleo.
Little sunglasses.
Bambalea.
So that was quite a nice little one. So for the listeners and viewers at home, I want you to drop a comment to tell us what would your most bizarre travelling companion be. Let us know. Thank you, James. I saw that. Let us know. Drop us a comment below on Spotify. You can DM us on podcast@podcast.meetinthemiddle. Or if you fancy just emailing us all, you can email us team@meetinthemiddlepod.com.
Right, have you got a fucking problem? Well, I've got the answers for you. It's time again for Agony Out with me, Rachel. That's right. I'm back with your weekly dose of saucy dilemmas.
Dilemmas! Jambalaya!
Saucy dilemmas. And maybe resolutions, but anyway, fuck it. Let's go.
Maybe resignation.
I can't speak this week. Please
Neither
apologise.
could I. So
Please apologise. Please apologise for me.
Something wrong
She
with it.
hasn't had a lot of sleep, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, anyway, let's get on to the first one before I sleep. So, my husband thinks he's a Viking now.
what?
Dear Agony Aunt Rachel, my husband binge watched Vikings and now insists on being called Ragnar. Only eats meat with his hands and has begun shouting "Skál" before every sip of coffee. He's wearing a fur cape in June. Is this just a phase, or should I start preparing a long boat? Worried in Wessex.
Do you know what though? I think if he wants to embrace, like, just some people do. Like, do you remember when Peaky Blinders was? Thank you. Someone's got to look after me. When Peaky Blinders hit the height, people were going around with flat caps and everything like that, thinking when the Peaky Blinders.
I said they might want to relive a character out of a
Yeah.
series.
Don't you know
so-
somebody that was in Vikings as an extra?
No.
No? I thought
Someone
you
out of
did.
Game of Thrones?
Oh, it was a Game of Thrones. Okay.
Yes. My brother, shout out to Tim.
Well, people do that though, don't they? It's like Comic Con.
Yeah.
Like they get so wrapped up in like computer games or TV programs that you just want to like let it be part of your life.
Yeah.
Like I know people that like have taken it way seriously
Mhm.
and kind of live like that, and like they just want to
Dress
wear
up.
like elf ears every day
Whatever you're into.
because they feel like they're an elf.
Have you seen
I
these
mean-
photos?
Well, funny you should say that. You always slag me, Rachel, about being 11 RAF. I actually got a call to be in
Here he
Vikings
goes.
as an extra.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
but you've got that kind of Viking look.
I didn't go ahead with it though because they realised I had tattoos and piercings, and you can't have, obviously because the time period it's set in, you can't have tattoos or piercings.
Yeah,
So yeah, sadly didn't get it.
but I bet this person that's written in is like morbidly obese, NHS glasses,
Oh,
and bald.
No offense.
Sorry, I may be wrong.
No offense. No judgment here.
It might be like
Thank you so much for submission.
It might be a strapping Norwegian bloke called Lars.
Be positive.
Could be.
That was a good
I
impression,
mean, if
wasn't
you
it?
can pull it off, do it.
Yeah.
I think Vikings are hot.
Oh, she might like it. She might be getting thrown around the bedroom. You
I was
don't
going
know.
to say, take it to the bedroom, see
Yeah.
what happens.
Is it a man or a woman?
Well, it's my husband thinks he's
Yeah,
a
so
Viking,
it's
so
mine.
it's
Your husband.
Well, this is what they said, not me. I'm not married.
Not married.
Right, let's move on to the next one.
Right.
My boyfriend moans like a porn star goat.
What's a porn star goat sound like?
I
That's
have
a
no
weird.
idea. Do you want to do a sound there?
Have you
Not
seen-
a-
I can only,
Thanks.
no, I can only imagine it's like, have you seen that Whitney Houston thing where it's like, and then it's just a goat going,
Yeah.
it's that.
Right, okay. Dear Auntie Rachel, I love my boyfriend, but every time we hook up, he moans like a dying goat in an adult film. We're talking loud, dramatic, borderline opera. The other night he shouted, "Oh, mama!" Mid-thrust.
Oh, my.
Mid-thrust. I don't even like being called mama. The neighbours left earplugs outside the door. I'm embarrassed. What do I do?
Put the goat away at night.
I'm embarrassed. That was supposed to be, but I'm embarrassed. What do I do?
I wouldn't give a puck. that
That's poor.
was a high end joke.
Well, I
That
mean,
really
like, if
was.
that's what he wants to do, if that's what he's into. But don't call her mama. Like, Jesus, I think that's a bit much.
Yeah, but
Well, acting like a goat in the bedroom.
Leave Billy alone, will you? Like he can
Oh,
do whatever he
Billy
wants.
goes rough.
I'd be embarrassed
Yeah.
though. Would you not be embarrassed? Like, you know,
If you sound like a goat, yeah.
yeah, because people can hear that.
Like,
Can you
is that a
imagine?
goat noise
I
or
wouldn't be
what?
able to
Was that
show
a
my
Viking
face.
call, or was that a goat?
I don't know.
Works for both.
I have no idea.
I'm just more worried that she knows what a goat sounds like having an orgasm.
Well, there is that as
I'm going
well.
to have to Google this later on.
Wonder is he like one of those fainting goats? You ever see them where they get so overstimulated
And they just drop.
and fall over? Yeah, the legs are literally like that stuck.
No, if my partner sounded like a dying goat when they were orgasming, I don't know if I'd be able to cope with that. I think
Throwing
that
you
would
off
be-
goat milk anyway.
I think that would be relationship over.
Coach
for
cheese
me.
and all that.
Would you, if your bird, your girlfriend, whatever, was like screaming like a goat when
Wow.
she orgasmed, would that turn you on or put you off?
I would piss myself
It
laughing.
would put you off. You're immediately going to go.
I suppose there's probably worse animals that they could sound like.
What would
I-
it be, Jake?
Like a pig, a screeching pig.
I don't know. I think a dying goat, screaming goat is
Okay.
equally as bad.
Well, I suppose most of them sound like turtles. You ever hear them? Ta. Or, ta.
Have you heard
What was
foxes? Have you heard foxes having sex?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
we
you've
talked
heard.
about that, didn't we,
Yeah.
in one of my FAQs?
Yeah.
I knew you were a fucking court and twitcher.
Yeah.
Jake loves a wee fox. What does a fox say?
For me, relationship over, that's done.
Yeah.
Or just gag him.
Yeah, like,
Whoa.
just tell him to shut up.
Or Christian Grey over here.
I know.
Just get the deed done. Shut up. Right.
And
So,
just clarify for anyone that's listening, they were actually seagulls. It wasn't someone having sex.
Yeah.
It's going to be really awkward if they couldn't hear it.
right, are you ready for the last one?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. My wife is sexting me into unemployment.
Ooh.
Dear Rachel, my wife has discovered her inner freak and now sends me spicy texts every hour. I opened an attachment during a Zoom call thinking it was an electric bill. Instead, it was her in nothing but whipped cream, a red lacy thong, and bad
Ooh.
intentions. My boss said, nice, frosting. But you won't believe what happened next. I accidentally airdropped it to the printer. Now HR won't look me in the eye. What do I do before I lose my job and my pants?
Oh.
I think you're probably about to lose your job anyway.
But did,
And getting another one.
It could have been worse. Imagine if there was screen sharing and it just popped up.
Well, that's what he was on his own
Oh,
call, and
oh,
his
so it was
boss
actually-
seen it,
oh, God.
and then he dropped it to the printer and work.
Oh, double homicide.
So he, like double whammy.
Oh, yeah.
What colour was the frosting?
I don't know.
And how much did it cover?
Well, she was only wearing a song and she had whipped cream on her. Like,
Why didn't I get this for my birthday?
she was only wearing a red lacy
Right.
thong.
How many people were in the Zoom call?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I didn't have enough whipped cream for my body, so sorry.
Oh, well, I just say own it, suck it up, own it, and just say, yeah, that's my missus. That's her.
Suck what up the cream?
But that
No,
could
but
that
like,
not could that not also be a bit like revenge porn?
Yeah.
Because you could get in, like, although she doesn't know that he's shared it in that meeting, that's like,
It's inadvertently revenge porn because,
Yeah.
but then again, why would you have your work laptop, get him to email you? Keep it separate.
oh, I don't know.
well, she texted him, so he must have his WhatsApp on his thing, and it
Oh.
came up on his Zoom call.
Well, I reckon he's going to get in trouble
Yeah.
with HR because that's inappropriate. In real life, like, think about it, it's funny, but they're going to get the sack.
With
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
You'd
That's
leave. How
just
could you
my luck.
stick at a job unless you're there like years? You wouldn't want to stick around for that. It's not worth it.
No, yeah, sheer embarrassment. You've
Yeah.
been forever known as the person whose wife liked to cover herself in frosting and whipped cream.
Mr.
And now you've
Frost.
sent it to the printer, so bloody every Tom, Dick, and Harry's probably seen it. Probably put it up in the wall.
Yeah.
In the wall? On the wall.
Here, did you see your man's message? She's in the coffee room there. Where you go?
Frost, yeah.
I was just going by. That reminds me, I need to add whipped cream to my shopping list
Yeah.
on the way home from work.
Oh,
Well, look,
dear.
listen, thank you so much for sending those in, and you know where to send them to. I'm not going to give you all that.
No, you can't.
No.
Come on, right?
I'm not-
Angel,
I can't even.
the
speak
listeners
This.
want to hear you say it.
I can't even speak this week, and don't test me. So moving on.
Yep, it's that time again. It's time for...
What the fuck?
That's right. What the Fact with me, Danny, where we uncover the truth behind life's most puzzling questions. But the answer is more elusive than you think because, of course, I like to throw in, as usual, some bullshit answers to throw you off the scent. Your job, guys, easy. Your job is easy too. Try and find the correct answer. Are you ready as we play?
What the fuck?
All right. So this week, I want to know, what is a scutter?
Ooh.
You know what it is?
I know what it is in Dublin.
Scutter. SCUTTER. Scutter.
Sounds like a wee shuffle on the dance floor. Let's scutter across the floor here.
Oh, well, that could be one of the answers. Let's see. So, is it A, a type of dodgy vape cartridge that's sold that gives you a 5-minute high? Okay, that's A. Is it B, when you get a tingling sensation running through your minge?
Here he goes.
The Scutters.
The shits.
Is it C, a homemade tool used to scrape dried gravy off of a Sunday roast tray? So it's one of those little, get all of it off the
Get your
dry.
scooter out for your gravy.
Or is it D, a case of diarrhea?
Oh, the shits.
Oh,
If I have to do this
Scutter.
one more time.
So what do we think? Scutter?
I'll go last.
A wee shuffle, like a wee shuffle on the dance floor, I thought it would have been.
No, it's not one of the answers, Rage, but I like it.
What was the first one?
The first one was a type of dodgy vape cartridge that's sold that gives you a 5-minute high.
No. What was the next one? Not the Menji one.
Well, that was the next one.
Right.
That's the tingling sensation through your minge, the Scutters. Woo! Or a homemade tool used to scrape dried gravy off a Sunday roast tray. Or D, a case of diarrhea.
I'm a Scot, man!
That's scat.
I know, I said Scot
I'm
instead.
just going to go with a gravy thing.
You're going to go with
Scrape the
the
gravy off
homemade
your
tool.
roasted egg.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep, see. All right, Jake, what about you?
I think you might have a case of the fanny scutters.
Oh,
So you think it's the tingling sensation that runs through your minge? Ooh, the Scutters. Okay. And what about James? What do you think?
Well, unless there's multiple answers or for different regions, but in Dublin, the Scutters are when you have diarrhea.
So you're going to go with D.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
Got the Scuts.
Okay. So we've got, you've all got different ones.
Mhm.
Okay. But you didn't go for the dodgy vape cartridge.
no.
Well, you would be right not to choose A because that was a bullshit answer. Why? Because I can. Making them up.
Making
Was
your
it-
mind up.
B, when you get a tingling sensation through your minge. No, it is not.
Jake.
I think that's called the flutters.
I know,
Fanny
but-
flutters.
Yeah, but
Flops.
I was just thinking
Scots
it
flops.
could be a different term. It
It
could be
could
a
be.
different intensity.
It's not, I'm afraid, Jake. I'm sorry. Is it a homemade tool used to scrape dried gravy off of a Sunday roast tray?
No.
I'm afraid it's not, Rachel, which means it is, in fact, D, a case of diarrhea. And I thought you might get it, James, because it's actually Irish slang
Mhm.
for, well, explosive diarrhea.
How
The
about actually-
Scutters,
Squirts.
not just a polite upset tummy, we're talking arse like a hose pipe.
Oh, jeez.
Toilet-based trauma, call a priest levels of panic.
Have you had the Scutters?
You don't have the Scutters. The Scutters
Have
have
you?
you. So where did it originate from? Well, it likely comes from an old Irish English dialect, possibly from skite to squirt or scatter, because that's exactly what happens in there. Some etymologists reckon it's onomatopoeic because when you say it aloud, it sounds like something hit porcelain at terminal velocity. Scutters. So why would someone scutter?
Having the shits.
Danny's cooking.
Oh,
Yeah, well, if I cook at all. But a bad curry, dubious pints of Guinness, Nando's vengeance,
Eggs.
or the classic eating something in the fridge that smelled grand once you got past that top layer.
oh.
Basically, anytime your ass turns against you and becomes a sentient garden hose, the Scutters. Do you want to know a fun fact about Scutter?
Go on.
Go on.
Go on.
Scutters? Well, in some parts of Ireland, a pure scutter,
Pure.
a pure scutter, doesn't just mean diarrhea.
What does it mean?
It also means absolute nonsense or drivel.
Yeah, you can be talking like scuttering out of you. It could be like talking shit as well.
Blabbing.
Yeah,
Talking absolute rambling.
that's it. So if someone's talking shite, you can say,
Shite.
oh, he was waffling on, pure scutter, so I legged it. In other words, scutter can come out of either end. One's just harder to clean up.
Squirts.
Do you want to know about scutter in history?
Yes.
Well, let's go back and have a look. So it actually never appeared in Shakespeare, but it should have. Alas, poor Yorick. He died of the scutters after a dodgy quail pie. You won't get that because none of you like Shakespeare.
Quill pie.
And during the famine or even in the trenches, scutter wasn't just embarrassing, it was a cause for a real concern. So yeah, there's heritage. These days, it's mostly what happens when you trust that late night kebab van outside Coppers. Where's Coppers? Dublin.
It's in Dublin on Grafton Street. It's full of nurses and guards and people from the country. Cultures, which we've also had.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's handy.
And
isn't it? Nurses are there if you've got a pure case of the Scutters.
I guess it's.
I wouldn't be going out if I had the Scutters, Jake. I don't know about you.
Well, why don't we use the word scutter anymore? Well, I think we do, as we've heard from James
We
in
do.
Ireland, our Irish listeners. Oh, yeah, we do. We just don't use it in polite company. You won't hear it on RTE or BBC News, but in every WhatsApp group called The Lads, it's thriving. But in public, nah, we've sanitized things. People say tummy bug or upset stomach, like their ass went to therapy instead of war.
Food poisoning.
Sorry, can't come out. Bit of a tummy issue. Mate, just say it. You've got the Scutters. Fucking own it. So next time you gamble on a dodgy takeaway or try that special in a pub where the chef looks like he sleeps in the freezer, just remember, if it all goes downhill, it's not food poisoning. It's a good old-fashioned Irish Scutter. And you've joined a long, noble tradition of bad choices and bathroom-based soul-searching. Scutter. That was your word this week.
I actually went to school with a guy and he farted and followed through. And for the remaining 6 years, he was called Scutter Jocks.
I thought you were going to say that I actually went to school and I had the Scutters
I
before
know.
you were about to say it by someone
Scutter
else.
Jocks for 6 years because you sharted.
And if you're listening,
Oh, no.
Sorry about that. We've just
Scuttered
outed you.
Jack.
Jocks, like underwear.
Oh, you poor soul.
Yeah.
Just try and own it. Good luck.
We've all been there.
this week we've got a quiz with a bit of a difference. So, sad news, no for flip's sake with Jake this week.
Aw.
For flip's sake.
I know,
Well, we know
Jake?
this because we teased it on last week.
I know, but I just want to, if anyone didn't listen to last week, go back and listen.
I clearly didn't.
Because you've missed your chance to put forward some suggestions for these lovely guys.
Oh.
So we did put out on our Instagram some suggestions. Well, for you to make that suggestions, we did have some interesting ones. I think someone took a dislike to your jumper, James, because one of the suggestions was questionable jumpers over the last century.
You bastard.
Yeah.
But you've only worn one jumper.
I think it's the one in the cover they're talking about.
Oh,
The fluffy one.
I love that
Multicolours.
jumper. I now have one.
we actually got you one for your
We
birthday.
did.
Yeah.
A blue one.
Shit
Well,
jumpers
thank you
all
for that
around.
one.
Square jumper.
Danny, you had Crocs in the history of the year.
Oh.
I don't know who did this, but I think I know why, because I used to hate Crocs.
Oh.
Fucking torn
Yeah.
coat.
No, I have got a pair of Crocs now,
Yeah.
and they are really, really comfortable, but I still wouldn't kind of wear them out. But okay, so I wouldn't do very well on that.
Although Crocs, if you're listening, we'll happily take some sponsorship. We'll get sponsored by Crocs.
What a crock of shite.
That's probably not the answer to. Rachel, we had a few for you as well. Yeah, we had many. There were some that we probably couldn't do here.
Oh.
Quite political.
Oh.
Like what? Go on.
Some history of the history of Ireland.
The good old troubles.
Yeah.
Troubles.
I don't know how that had gone down. but
I'm not a
we'll-
troubled child. Who do people think I am?
Troublemaker.
Aye, well, maybe that.
We could have done some mythology as well, some
Oh.
ancient history of mythology.
Is that
Really?
someone taking the piss, or do you know
Someone's taking
mythology?
the absolute fucking piss
Yeah.
out of me.
And
No
then-
harm to
Please
you.
let it be mythology.
and
Well,
then
you were compared to a mythology.
Oh, yeah.
I can't speak.
No.
Hela.
Hela, yeah, the god of death, the
Yeah.
Norse god of death.
Yeah.
Well, maybe hell is right.
Yeah, and then we could have had a 50 Shades of Grey themed quiz.
Oh,
There was a kink history for someone. I'm not going to say who.
Who was submitting these?
I have
Are you
no-
not telling us
I have
stuff?
no idea. I may go back and look at the archives.
Yeah. So thank you for everyone that did post. Keep an eye on the socials. We love it when you interact, and this helps us like get involved in everything
Thank
within
you.
the thing. So we have got our subjects. Are we ready to? You ready to find out what your subjects are?
Here we go.
So Danny, you've got musicals.
Yes!
I
Oh
think,
my god, I was so worried.
I think your plea worked.
Oh, thank you.
So you have got musicals. Rachel,
hmm
you've got 80s music.
Oh, I love 80s.
I would have actually have liked that one.
I
as
should have been
well.
born in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know?
Look at
Oh.
See this weekend with your
because
comments.
he's actually born in the 80s. So are you actually?
This weekend.
Bruising for a bruise.
You're lucky it's your birthday. Isn't letting you off
Yeah.
for them ones.
And
Just don't say
James,
to me.
we were inundated with your subject, Drag Race.
I'm going to win.
Of course.
2 inches from being a woman, everyone. 2 inches from being a woman.
Okay, so you will all have 1 minute to answer as many questions as possible.
Oh no,
God.
the pressure.
You can pass,
Sweating?
and then we move on to the next one. And if we have time, we'll go through all the questions. We can go back. We've got quite a few questions to go through, so think wisely.
Right.
I will be counting, keeping score. And you know what my counting skills are like over these quizzes that I've done?
You
Not
can
that
count on me, Jake.
great. So I will set my timer for 1 minute. Danny, are you ready?
Good luck.
Oh, good luck, Danny.
Shall I just
Yes.
get masterminded
Get that brain warmed up.
and serious?
Okay, I will start the timer now. Which musical features the song Defying Gravity?
Wicked.
Correct. Who wrote the music for Phantom of the Opera?
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Correct. Which musical is set in New York's East Village and is based on La Boheme?
West Side Story.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Which 1950s musical is set in a high school and features the characters Sandy and Danny?
Grease.
Correct. Which musical tells the story of Alexander Hamilton through hip hop and
Hamilton.
R&B? Correct. Which musical features a singing plant called Audrey 2?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Correct. Which musical is set during the French Revolution and features the song
Les
One
Mis.
More? Correct. Which musical is based on the songs of ABBA?
Mamma Mia.
Correct. Which 2017 film musical stars Hugh Jackman as P.T. Barnum?
The Great Showman.
Correct. Which musical features the song Memory?
Cats.
Correct. In which musical would you find the characters Eliza Doolittle and
My Fair Lady.
Correct. Which musical opens the number tradition? I've started the moment. I will finish.
It's Fiddler on the Roof.
Correct.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Set
I
the
got
bar.
one wrong. La Boheme. Oh, it's
Yes.
Rent.
So you scored 11.
Oh,
Wow.
Well
that's
done.
amazing.
thank you.
11 to D.
Thank you for giving me musicals.
You set the bar.
It was Rent, wasn't it? I don't know why I
Rent.
said. What did I say? I can't remember.
Oh, my heart's going to dingery. I can't.
Good luck,
I don't like the
Rage. Good luck.
pressure. Right, please pray for me, everyone.
Rachel, you're up next. Your specialist
Go on,
subject is
girl.
80s music.
Please pray for me.
Danny's on 11. You've got 11 to beat.
Can do it. There's me giving her all the confidence.
Setting the bar.
Don't talk to me.
Don't look at me. Don't watch me.
Okay, I will set my timer for 1 minute. In which band had a hit in 1981 with Don't Stop Believing?
Journey.
Correct. Which female artist released the album Like a Virgin in 1984?
Donna.
Correct. Who sang Take On Me featuring an iconic animated music video?
Uh-huh.
Correct. Which 1982 album by Michael Jackson became the best-selling album of all time?
Thriller.
Correct. Which British band had a hit with Sweet Dreams in 1983?
Bruiser.
Incorrect. Which song begins with the lyrics, just a small town girl living in a lonely world?
Pass.
Which artist duetted with Paul McCartney on the song Say Say Say?
Pass.
Which Prince song features the lyrics Purple Rain, Purple Rain?
Purple Rain.
Correct. Who was the lead singer of the band Wham?
George Michael.
Correct. Which band released the power ballad Total Eclipse of the Heart in 1983? Artist. I've started and I shall finish.
Roxette.
finish.
Who was that, sorry?
Roxette.
Incorrect. It was Bonnie Tyler.
Oh.
You did well, Ray.
So you got 1,
Did you
2,
beat Danny?
3,
No.
Didn't.
4, 5, 6.
Oh, good
Oh.
effort.
Yes.
Thank you, whoever wrote
That
it.
was a good one,
That
though.
wasn't bad. Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
Aha.
So once you got incorrect with Sweet Dreams
Rhythmics.
Rhythmics.
and Just a Small Town Girl Living in a Lonely World.
Don't stop believing.
Don't Stop Believing. And we
Two
had
journey
a-
questions.
No.
Which artist duetted with Paul McCartney?
Michael Jackson.
Was Michael
Oh,
Jackson. And Total Eclipse of the
Bonnie
Heart.
Tyler.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
I know. Well, look, I'm not that good, but I'm good.
You did really well.
You
I
did.
know.
So
It's hard, isn't it, under the
Yeah, when
pressure?
you're under time, you're like, because like, what's that? Totally Eclipse of the Heart. Like, how do you not know that?
Exactly.
When you're asking,
you do know it.
When you're on pressure,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
This
you
is
know?
what I'd be rubbish on a quiz show. Do you think you'd be good? Because I think I would just.
Well,
the
let's
shit.
find out.
James,
Oh.
Yes.
are you ready for your specialist subject
I'm
of
ready.
all things drag race?
Yes.
This will include drag race, UK and US.
Okay.
Don't you show me up.
11's a high score.
Okay, I will set the timer. Who was the first ever winner of RuPaul's Drag Race?
BB's Harbonnet.
Correct. Which queen is known for the catchphrase, "Not today, Satan, not today"?
Bianca Del Rio.
Correct. Which queen won season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race?
Evie Oddly.
Incorrect. Which queen refused to remove a mask during season 9 lip sync?
Valentina.
Correct. Who was the first queen to win Drag Race All Stars?
Chad Michaels.
Correct. Which season 5 queen became famous for the phrase back rolls?
Ellis Edwards.
Correct. Who is the only queen to win Drag Race twice?
Jinx Monson.
Correct. Which season 10 contestant was a finalist and went on to win Miss Congeniality?
Pass.
Which queen famously said, "Go back to Party City where you belong"?
Pass.
Which Drag Race contestant appeared in Doctor Who in 2023 and has released a musical called
James
ex-RAF?
Bond.
Correct. Which queen won All Stars season 2?
Alaska.
Correct.
That was so good.
Ooh, see, whenever you're like,
Yeah.
you're really, really trying to get.
I
Okay.
struggle to remember drag queens' names, but you were just like,
Done
you
it.
found them.
You had this stir, like,
I was into the game mode.
RuPaul's Drag
To
Race.
go back to Party City, it really annoyed me that I couldn't remember it. It was
Do you want to know what your score was first?
yeah, go for it.
You scored a total of 8.
Oh no!
Oh, well done, Danny.
That means we're in.
Well
So-
done.
God, I've won.
Danny, you have won the quiz, but
Yes.
before we let you bask in all your glory, we will go over the questions that you got incorrect.
Yes.
Okay, so the queen that won season 12 was Jada Essence Hall.
It was a season off.
Oh, is that? Look over there.
Yeah.
I looked over there. Sorry, it's like,
And which season 10 contestant was a finalist and went on to win Miss Congeniality, Monet Exchange?
Oh.
Which queen famously said, "Go back to Party City where you belong"? Fifi O'Hara.
Fifi O'Hara.
It's Sharon.
So,
Well done,
well
James.
done,
That's right.
Danny.
Shantae, you stay.
but more
That's
importantly,
good.
Danny, well done. You
Thank
have won the
you.
quiz.
Thank you. I can't believe I've won. And I've won
2 quizzes this weekend.
Yeah, I have won 2 quizzes this
You
weekend.
have indeed.
We
So
did a little
everyone-
thing for your birthday,
We
didn't
did.
we?
We did a little
Yeah.
game show room. We thought it was an escape room, but it was literally just a live studio recording of a game show when we all had our podiums, and there's a load of different rounds. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was
Yeah.
intense. It was intense.
Yeah.
And
James was fuming,
yeah,
but I took the prize.
1 point. You beat me by 1 point. We're 29 to 28.
We had to do the generation game
Yeah.
thing at the end. We have to remember all the things on the conveyor
Oh
belt.
my god, that was brilliant.
Oh.
And it came up and was like do 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 do, a hoover, a trumpet. It's like,
And you forgot the trumpet, and you were known for doing it.
oh god.
Yeah, so if you were ever in Brighton, check out the North Lane Brew House, and Kitty was our game master, and she was amazing. So shout out Kitty. It was
Thanks,
a great
Kitty.
day. You
Thank
actually won a
you.
free another free escape room. because
Yeah.
you won.
So next time you're down, guys, we'll
Whose birthday's
Go
next?
again.
go back down to Brighton and do the
Jigs.
escape room with them.
yeah, we'll definitely do that. And I will say now, Danny, you cannot complain. You never win a quiz because you have won 2 in the space of a weekend.
I know,
Whoa.
and on musicals, that would have been embarrassing if I,
I was
didn't
down a
do well
hangover,
on that.
so
Yeah.
it's my
But I don't know
excuse.
if it's more embarrassing that James didn't beat you on Drag Race.
I think James did pretty damn well
He did
for a
alright.
straight man to remember all
Changes
those
from
drag
the-
queens.
And in fairness, some of his questions were, who's Danny and Sandy?
Sandy.
Like Greece. Come on, who doesn't know that?
Some people don't.
I bet you ran mine through twice on the extreme,
No,
wherever you got them.
no.
No, James.
That was interesting. Can we do more of those?
We'll see.
Well, we'll ask the listeners, do they want to hear
Do you
more?
want to hear more?
Yeah, that was.
Let us know. Tell the truth and shame the devil. It's time for confessionals. If you have any stories you'd like to send in, please send them in anonymously or not. DM us direct on Instagram at podcast.meetinthemiddle, or you can send us a mail. I'm turning into Rachel now.
Are they writing into us?
They're writing into us.
Yeah, you send us a mail.
Send us a mail. James at
It's
meetinthemiddlepod.com.
an email.
Turn the fucking thing around. Fuck's sake.
What about a female?
A female getting writing as well. James at meetinthemiddle.com.
The female there.
No.
Meetinthemiddlepod. Rachel,
Meetinthemiddlepod.com.
this is your fault. James at meetinthemiddlepod.com. Are you ready for the first one?
Yes.
Okay. My wife's idea of a good time is taking a toll on my body and mind. My wife of 6 years is an amazing person and I love her to death, but she is far too experimental in bed and I am uncomfortable with it. She's a marine biologist, and the other day she brought home a fish tank containing a small live octopus
Oh,
Okay.
with the intention
no.
No.
of inserting it into me rectally.
What?
Oh, no.
That's animal cruelty.
Can't do that to per octopus.
Oh, look, unless he has consent. At first, I thought she was joking, but no, she was completely serious. Octopi That's the plural for octopus, in case you didn't know. Are extremely intelligent creatures, and she demonstrated this by placing it into a mason jar. It managed to unscrew the lid from the inside and escape. Since shoving the octopus directly into my anus would likely harm the creature, she opted to put the octopus in a jar first, and then shoved the jar into my sphincter lid first.
What
No.
the fuck?
No.
Alright, I thought.
Glass.
Glass jar. We've all seen that one man, one jar.
One man, one jar and octopus?
Yeah, one octopus too.
No.
What?
Alright, I thought. Standard
Right.
jar insertion like usual. Like usual?
Unusual.
His face, are you alright?
They've done this
They've
before.
done it with the jar before.
I know you always have to ask someone, can you just like help me open this jar? But you don't say put it up your arse.
I don't
and then
ask
twist
an octopus to open it.
Just sat on it.
Like they're in a microwave.
Do you remember the TikToks?
The dogs.
What is it, the microwave challenge?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Then the jar just goes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, standard jar insertion like usual. But once it was inside, I could feel the jar unscrewing slowly, and it managed to squeeze its testicles out.
Testicles?
What?
Tentacles.
Octopus have testicles? How many? 8?
It squeezed its testicles out to search for it escape. Did you see testicles again?
You did.
Tentacles. It
Oh my
squeezed its tentacles out to search for escape. Its little tentacle suckers attached to my prostate, and I ejaculated repeatedly until I fell unconscious. I woke up a few hours later with both the jar and the octopus still inside me.
What?
I asked my wife to take me to the hospital, but she refused since she was scared of receiving zoophilia charges. My wife is a beautiful and hilarious person, but this side of her concerns me somewhat.
That's just one side of me. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm just
leave
shocked.
the jar, leave the octopus alone, and just have sex.
That's like the X-rated version of My Friend the Octopus on Netflix. Have you seen that?
No, I have not. I might add it to the list.
But hold on a minute here. So she wanted him to do this?
Yeah, she's way too kinky for his liking, apparently, in the bedroom.
But mate, is your arse not aching or what?
I'm just thinking, how big was the jar? How did she manage to fit the jar up there? Because
Well, he's used to
Well,
it.
it's happened before, so I imagine there's a little bit of give that will allow a jar to be
jeez,
inserted.
let us know if you've ever tried it.
Oh no, I don't like that.
No.
No.
That's animal cruelty, but also like
Her octopus is getting shoved up someone's arse.
Oh, what if you clenched and the
And then-
glass shattered as well?
There's only one way of releasing that, having an octopoo.
Oh. Especially when he's releasing his testicles inside.
Yeah.
An octopus.
Octopoo for you. An octo score.
an octopus.
What is it this week
That's
with?
not the plural of octopus, by the way.
Oh,
We've had a-
Jesus.
We've had goat orgasms, and then we've got octopuses in the bedroom.
Yeah. And getting rectally inserted. Speaking of rectums,
Right, that's-
this moves on to the next one. Okay, for a little context, myself and my sister share a laptop. We use the same browser, just different accounts. I've never checked her history before, and I have no real reason to do so, honestly. But today, I had to go through several saved passwords so I could find a login I accidentally used on her account. And out of curiosity and bad decision making, I checked her history. Bad idea and a violation to privacy. I know. Among the random YouTube shorts, playlists, and logins to Spotify, why she didn't use the app, I have no idea. Something caught my eye. Anal cancer and prolapsed arseholes.
What?
She didn't look this up once. No. It was multiple times. Different days, all looking at images.
What?
Naturally, I'm a little concerned. Okay, maybe a lot concerned. She has never been interested in medical stuff. She's pretty healthy and works full time. Never complained about being in pain in any capacity. Something to note, we are very close, insanely close. Think Sam and Dean from Supernatural. She raised me, has always taken care of me and spent every day with her. If she was in pain or something was wrong with her, she would have at the very least hinted it. Either she thinks something is wrong with her or she really likes looking up that stuff. Regardless, I have no idea how I'm going to look her in the eyes when she gets home from work. So she's a prolapsed arsehole.
Yeah, but no, but you said something about anal cancer.
Yeah.
That'd be.
I wonder if, like, yeah, and she's
That's symptoms.
So does she have that? And she's looking it up to see what?
because then that would be understandable,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But if it's something she's looking up just on the daily.
Which medical condition do I look up today?
I mean, if she was just looking up prolapsed arseholes, I would find that a bit weird. But the fact that it's linked to the cancer makes me feel like it's maybe something a bit more
Serious.
How are they connected?
serious.
But it's just like Mr.
Well,
Pimple
anal-
Popper. Like people like looking up pimple
Yeah.
poppers and like blackheads, and could be something that she likes as a prolapsed arse.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I would think that,
Yeah.
but then the fact that it's the
The
anal cancer makes me feel like either she's been diagnosed with it, or because that's not something you would just
No.
go and look at.
No. That's
So I hope she's okay. And if she is just looking at prolapsed arseholes, she hasn't. Might want to change.
Yeah, she could be just getting down with it and her arse is falling out of her and she's just checking that it doesn't relate to those symptoms.
I bet that bloke that had the octopus inserted has probably got a prolapsed arsehole now.
Definitely.
Yeah, Jake.
Jeez.
Arseholes are weird, aren't they?
Sitting between them.
Oh dear Lord.
Right, I think we've got time for one more. Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
Hello, guys. Long time lurker, first time confessor. I have been dating this girl for about 3 months and it's been great. The only red flags I've seen before this was she was a bit messy and left things without putting them away, including trash. Anyway, yesterday we went to a karaoke club, got super wasted and she spilled her drink all over us. No big deal. We went back to my apartment. We were in the shower, nothing sexy or anything. We were too drunk for that. But I remember looking down and there was a streak on the bottom of the shower. And I asked her what it was.
No.
I shit you not. She said, "Oopsie, I did a poopsie."
Oopsie, I did a poopsie.
And pushed a ball of shit down the drain with her toe.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh my god.
I didn't know what to do and what to say. I just kind of stood there. This chick really just pooped. I told myself that she was drunk and we could talk about it tomorrow.
God love her toe.
Fast-
Straight all over her toes.
Imagine the dirty nails.
No.
Fast forward to this morning. We woke up. I could not get what I saw yesterday out of my
I
head.
wouldn't be able to either.
No. So I tried to keep it light and laugh about the pooping. Maybe try get it into the toilet in the future. And she goes on to explain that she feels comfortable around me and that she doesn't want to hide who she is anymore.
Oh.
I asked if she poops in the shower all the time. She does.
No.
I asked if she could refrain from doing it in my shower and she agreed. I just feel like I can't move past this and look at her the same way. I kind of want to break up with her. Am I overreacting?
No.
No, you're fucking not.
No.
Oopsie.
What is it with people shitting in the shower? We've had like these before.
Your shower is actually perfect.
I tell you, if I go up there and I find a shit,
Oopsie, I had a-
you're gonna fucking get
I can
it.
guarantee it wasn't me.
Scoring all in your shower.
Oopsie, I done a poopsie.
That's disgusting. Disgusting.
That is. No.
Would you?
Toilet is for toilet and pooing and all that there. Keep that in the toilet. But in your shower, have a fucking shower.
Plugged in your plug hole, isn't it? Never mind shit.
I know, but it's where you get washed.
Get yourself
Yeah.
washed.
You don't take a shit where you get washed.
Well, you sort of do.
Do you take a piss in the shower?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well, no, come on. Do you take a piss in the shower?
No comment.
There's a two type of people that that can answer this: lawyers and people that tell the truth. 'Cause
I
everyone
take
does
a
it.
piss in the shower.
Yeah.
You can get
I think
Furukas down there.
it saves on water.
Jake, you were going to say no there, and then look
But
at you.
if I need to piss and I'm in the shower, I've gone for a piss in the shower before.
Mhm.
I don't think that's disgusting though.
No.
I wouldn't take a shit in the shower
No.
Pushing it down with your foot.
Oh no.
because that's disgusting. But I think it's very kind of, you know, being environmentally friendly if you piss in the shower because you're saving on the water. And then obviously you're cleaning afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's
And
water.
Piss is easier to clean than shit. Like, come on.
And that's not weird to
Unless
piss
you've
in the
got the
shower, is
Scutters.
it?
Unless you've got the Scutters.
Have you pissed in the shower?
Yeah, I do piss in
Right.
the shower.
Do you piss in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
You
Thank God for
dirty
that.
bitch! We all lied. We decided before we were going to catch you.
All right, yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
joking.
yeah.
But if either of you had a partner and you found a turd in your shower,
I die
how
off.
would you react?
No, I'm sorry. Get that clean. Get it bleached.
But would it put you? Would you then be like,
Yeah.
my boyfriend, my partner is just shit in
Oh,
the shower?
No. It's
Address the wall, put like a little t-shirt on it.
No, I'd say like, excuse me, love.
Your partner, excuse me.
Excuse me, ducky, love. Don't shit in the shower, love.
I'm not being funny, but you've just shit in the toilet, in the shower. I don't appreciate this. And then if they did it again, then there you go.
You've got a problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ill, I would understand it. Like, okay, you're ill, you've had a bit of a, you know, the Scutters or whatever. But if you lay a shit in the shower,
No.
or I smell shit when I'm
Oh.
going into the shower,
The warm
We're
water
done.
as well, just making
We're
the
done.
smell rise.
done.
Oh,
Get out.
It's when if it starts to bubble back up.
Shit particles in the air. Like
Why'd you have to go there?
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Oopsie.
I did a poopsie.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
But thank you for it. We do love it.
Yeah, keep them coming in.
Keep shitting in them showers. It's all a story for us.
Oh, my Lord.
Right, I think that wraps up episode 74. We got it right this week.
Oh,
Yeah, got to get
Yeah.
you two on the flight,
Yeah,
haven't we?
we've got a flight to catch as well.
Yeah, and you got me driving, so it's going to take you about 3 hours to
You
get
leave
there.
now. Bye.
Well, it's been a blast. We've had
Thanks
a
for having us
really
over, Dan.
great
Thank you,
weekend
darling.
for your birthday, and you
Thank
got
you.
loads of presents. You're
Yeah.
welcome, darling.
Yeah.
And yeah, come back anytime soon, or maybe we'll be
In
somewhere
another
else.
Yeah.
location.
Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye.
Grand
Right, I need to get some cake. Let's go. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, there's plenty more where that came from.
So hit subscribe and don't miss the next Unhinged Confessional.
And hit that bell icon and turn on notifications. Trust me, next week's episode is wild.
Are you still here? Click that video already. You know you want to.